But
Hey, Puppy Glitter. Yanisa, hello. Can you guys hear
Hello.
us? Can you hear us? No sound.
no sound. Push that red light, right? Push that red button.
That's a mute.
Maybe we're on mute.
No sound? You can't hear us? Sound, yes. Oh, good. I hear you. Good. Yay! Hey, Pearwolf. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Laurie R. Maximus Mom is here.
Maximus Mom is
Dee
here.
Dee, Redheaded
Yay.
Michelle.
Woo. Redheaded Michelle.
Jan Solo is here.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm going to have you plug my phone in right over there. See that white cord?
Sure. This one?
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, I can do that.
Awesome. You're a great assistant.
Aren't I? Mm-hmm. Okay, now.
Mom looks beautiful, says Lori R.
I've been spending time with John.
Don't tell her that, because then her head won't be able to fit into
Woo.
this little box. Your mom looks pretty rad, says Pearwolf.
Thank you.
Cheers, John's mom.
Cheers to John's mom.
Dancing Amy's here.
Now you know why I'm like this.
Right, because of me, who was not. You gave birth to me. You're the mother.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Should have thought of that, huh?
Yeah. Look at the draw.
Yay, so excited to actually be here. Yay, Amy.
Yay.
We're actually glad you're here too. Amy says she never gets to see a live show. Is Survivor on tonight? Says Priest. Things are going by so fast. It's not on tonight.
That's
so what we're doing is we're doing Wednesday nights, which is the 2-hour one that we just saw on Wednesday. And we're doing the one before. So we're kind of doing a couple pre-shows all together.
Well, I got stuck in traffic, and we were going to do our cooking show.
We were.
And I got a special aprons and everything. And I was going to open my cans and show you exactly how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And John is a gourmet cook.
I'm not.
Yes, he is. That was the best turkey I've ever had in my life. But anyway, got stuck in traffic. And got here late, so we couldn't do the show Wednesday. And all the fans voted and said, we want to have it Friday instead.
Right. So we're here Friday. We're talking about the last 2 weeks of Survivor. But I'm with my mom, so that's kind of the bonus, which we have so much to talk about, right?
So much.
With these last episodes.
Oh, my gosh.
So let me do the little intro, and then we'll start chatting.
Well, let's do it, John.
It just sounds wonderful,
Oh,
doesn't it? Doesn't it just
yes.
sound great?
Go for it, John.
All right. Hey, everyone. John Richardson here with YourRealityRecaps.com. Excited to be talking about the last 2 weeks of Survivor. I'm here with my mom, who's also a big Survivor fan. You can catch all of our shows at YourRealityRecaps.com/Survivor. Not just shows like this, but also blogs. Melissa, our dolphin poet, does really funny blogs. You have to check it out. Also, too, I'm chatting with the chat room YouTubers, so you guys can't see them or what they're saying. So we're not just talking to ourselves or to the voices in our heads. We're talking to. Let me finish my intro. We're not just talking. So comment below, give us a thumbs up, and also too, if you enjoy shows like this or all of our other shows, check out all of our content at realityrecaps.com. We cover Big Brother Over the Top's about to have their finale. We're voting for Jason to win. And all of our other shows, from Housewives, audio blogs, Also, too, becoming a patron really helps us out, helps us with expenses. So you can become a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Every little bit helps us out. And that's about it. Everyone's asking, where's David? Who knows? David's probably still having Turkey Day. We don't know. A turkey, haven't eaten a turkey. All right. So, Michelle was voted out 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
It's old news, so old. Jay was upset about the whole thing. Taylor and Jay were scrambling because they needed votes. But then, like, kind of the whole thing with the food, right? What do we do?
You know, I just haven't really seen a lot of starving this time. I told you that.
Well, I told you that when you see a lot of people eating rice...
That one guy heard him in the food and he didn't say a word. If they were really starving...
Brett woke up and heard him
Yes.
sneaking food. Did not hear him stealing it or burying it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See the difference?
He didn't investigate very well, did he?
He didn't. He
If I
went
was
right-
starving, I'd be right there
He
watching.
went right back to sleep and just thought he was being a little shady, and we find out that Taylor is super shady. Not just on the show, but in real life. With the baby on the way. I think the baby's already been had.
Maybe he didn't even know there was a baby. He's been gone a long time.
Well, this was shot 5 months ago, so
Oh,
he's
he had a girlfriend then,
and then doesn't.
but he's got a baby.
He's got a girlfriend, and then he broke up, but she's carrying his seed.
The seed has been born.
The seed has been planted.
I thought the seed hatched.
It hatched now that it's past Thanksgiving. It was this November. Or is it next November? Chat room.
That would be like 15, 18 months, right? Who knows? Who cares? Let's see.
Who knows? Who
don't
cares? That's the
think-
show. We're doing a
Oh,
Survivor
that's right.
show.
Oh, we're into
We're
it.
supposed to care.
Okay, I don't think he knew there was a baby at that
No,
point.
no. He didn't know. Not
And
at this point.
And that was, who said that? Dancing Amy? Dancing Amy.
You know, we're supposed to kind of offset each other, not just go rogue.
Okay. But we are rogue.
I'm not. I'm trying
Oh,
to.
yeah, you are.
I'm trying to reel you back in.
Okay.
I'm trying to do the timeline of the last show before this 2-hour one that we
Okay,
just
go
saw.
ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
thank
We're
you.
in a hurry here.
Well, why are we in a hurry? Are you in a hurry? Do you have somewhere to be?
Shut up and talk.
Shut up and talk. Now you know why I am the way I am.
We are rogue.
What we?
Hey, how are you?
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
All right, so then, where am I?
Both ugly people. Who's ugly? Oh, go ahead, John. I'm sorry. There's just so much going on.
There's
in
a
the
lot
chat
going
room
on.
that I
Gee,
wanna...
we can read some comments first.
Yeah, I want to see.
So
who's
Maximus
ugly.
Mom captured a moment at Your Reality Recaps. Hammy's here. Dancing Amy says, haha, you can go rogue if you want to.
Thank you.
Do her own show. Figure it out. She could log in.
I'll figure it out.
What is the Generation X before? What are you?
Old.
A baby boomer?
Let's see. I'm a baby something.
Oh.
No, I'm in that Generation Y. Why?
Why is there
Why
technology?
me?
Why is there technology?
I'm Generation Where.
Your generation, where
no,
am
I'm
I?
Generation What? What in the world's that?
Here's a Maximus Mom says you're a baby boomer. So does Dancing Amy. So explain to everyone who doesn't know, like millennials watching, like Parawolf, what a baby boomer is. Why are you called that?
Because of the war was going on and nobody had anything else to do.
Which
and there was
war?
no
World
TV.
War One?
It's the Civil War, John. No TV. Electric went out.
The electric went out.
No TV. It's before TV was invented. Did you know that?
Bad boy Brandon says, is your mom okay? She seems a little too happy.
I am a happy person. I try to tell John that.
She tells me all the time.
I'm just very happy. You've lived this long. There's nothing else to do.
No,
Except
just
be happy. Be yourself and be happy.
Happy and rogue. So baby boomers. So then everybody was so scared with the electricity out in the world, the Civil War, that they started having sex. And then all the babies happened. And there was a surge in babies, which is why you were called the baby boomers, right?
Yes, because there was nothing better to do in the whole world than have sex.
Well, what about the airplanes that needed the rivets?
What airplanes? Oh, I guess they did invent airplanes by then, huh?
Were you born on a stagecoach?
The baby boomers were at the end of World War II. And that's where all the men were coming back from being gone for about 2-3 years. No TV.
I don't know why this is blowing us out.
Let's see what else.
How's that?
Anyway, they can look.
Much
Google
better.
it. Just Google it.
Well, no, we don't want them to Google it because then they go away from our show.
Oh, don't Google it right now. I think I answered it pretty well.
I think I answered it fantastically, don't you?
Well, is an X, isn't it?
Answer it meaning providing information.
Yes, okay.
Like an answer does.
All right, back to Survivor.
Back to Survivor. So, they do the reward challenges. Everyone's divided into teams. It's Chris and Hannah. Purple wins. So Ken, David, and Sunday and Taylor all get to have cheeseburgers and cocktails. Ken wins immunity, or my Ken doll does. And then I've got Taylor's a dog. That's not
like
this
Taylor.
last episode.
I told you I like Taylor.
What do you like about Taylor? The fact that he's a thief?
Well, I just,
deceitful thief?
I have my right to my opinion, John. I said I like Taylor. And look what I get for it. Everybody can see what happens.
I can tell you why I like Ken.
And I have my own thought.
I'm asking you to explain yourself.
Really? Well, I like Taylor.
Why?
Well, because he's true to himself, John.
A true asshole?
Hey, he understands he's an asshole. I'm an asshole. I did it. Ha ha ha. I stole the food.
Would you steal the food?
On Survivor?
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
Well, I don't want to be in an alliance with you.
Who said I wanted you? We really shouldn't watch these shows together. We've spent the last 2 hours together watching.
Pharisee, are you Shane's mom?
Who's Shane?
I don't know, but you can have her. Steal food from me, your own baby.
Well, it looks like I didn't steal that much.
Oh.
Yes, you're right. That was pretty bad. But you know what?
What?
Jay was right there chomping it down with him. Why didn't he tell the others?
Well, because they're in the same alliance.
Oh, I see.
You understand how this show works, right?
The alliance only lasts as long as they shake hands and walk away.
Or eat stolen food out of the dirt in jars.
That's right. Okay.
All right, so then we've got our 2-hour finale. We got our 2-hour show that just happened the night before Thanksgiving. So we know that there was 3 idols in play at the beginning of the show. David, Jay, and Adam all have idols. But what I love, and I want you guys to tell me if you agree, remember how it's been Millennials versus Generation X, and Millennials wanted to outdo Generation X? Well, what do you think? The Millennials have turned on each other, right? There's less Millennials than there are Generation X.
Yes.
That's from David's idol.
What?
Maximus Vaughn's David's idol.
Oh, you like David? Maximus Mom, you like David? He's kind of whiny. What?
She said David's idol being gone. Can't you see the sad... Do you need your glasses on? Do you have glasses?
His idol's gone, yes. Now.
Yeah, so we have that. The Millennials have turned on each other. Oh, how come you don't like David now that you're on that?
Well, he just comes off as a sympathy seeker. Oh, I'm whining. He's crying all the time. I can't do it. But he seems to win the immunities, doesn't he?
Certainly takes one to know one.
Oh. Uh-huh.
It's fun I didn't realize a sympathy seeker could actually identify another one. You want to put something in my back?
No, John.
You want to hold your place?
John.
Yes.
Okay, back to the show.
Back to the show. Oh, I missed what Dancing Amy said.
Dang it.
But, you know, I love the fact that Taylor got voted out, and I love the way he got voted out. But what a dirtbag for you know, outing Adam, outing Jay, who was in his alliance. He turned on everybody.
He sure liked Jay, though, didn't he?
He turned on him.
But he still liked him the best.
How do you like somebody and
I
turn
met a
on
great
them?
friend, Jay. I love Jay.
Whose name I
And
wrote
I
down.
Got a girl, and I got a girlfriend. We're going to sail around the world.
And then you vote for him and turn on them. You turn on them.
That's the name of the game. It's part of the game.
Well, why didn't he stay aligned with Adam then?
It wasn't good for him. He wanted to save Adam.
He was voted out. Nothing he did was good for him.
I don't know what goes on in his head.
You should. Next time you talk to him, you should ask him.
Who, me?
So yeah,
Okay.
so I thought it was crappy that Taylor, what he did to Adam. I thought it was crappy what he did to Jay. I was so glad he was voted out. And the thing that I hate is that I have to see his mug. He's not ugly. I have to see his mug after every.
Look at his beautiful eyes.
His gorgeous eyes. I think that's what gets you in there, right? And then he screws you over,
very
gets you
nice
pregnant,
looking.
he leaves you, he writes your name down.
He's a millennial. That's what they do. What?
There's millennials in here. You just grouped everyone together.
They don't care.
Let's see. Hey, millennials, do you care that you guys are
No.
all dirtbags like Taylor?
They're not dirtbags. I
I
never call him a dirtbag.
I called Taylor a dirtbag, and you said he's a millennial.
All these. God, you call him a dirtbag.
I called Taylor a dirtbag.
What?
Rod Carlson says, I'm with your mom.
Right, that's right.
He's a Generation Xer.
That's
yeah.
right.
Dancing Amy says, I'm a millennial, but I hate to be identified as one.
Well, then that's because you are special.
Amy, you are special. Maximus Mom says, I'm with John. Sorry, Mom. Thank you, Maximus Mom.
Mom, just when I was starting to like you. What is Maximus? Is Maximus Mom is X or
Yes.
millennial? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I thought it was crappy that he did all of that. He's going to get you pregnant. He's going to write your name down. He's going to steal your food and bury it. He's just a deceitful person with really pretty blue eyes.
Sometimes things look worse on paper than explaining.
Well,
it in
sometimes
real
things
life.
are in a really pretty package and they're just awful inside.
Okay, can we get past
It's
Taylor
rotten
with the
coal.
pretty eyes?
Rotten coal. I think he's going to get coal for Christmas. So I was glad. And I do kind of like his haircut, too.
I like this shirt too. Go ahead.
All right. So, okay, so then we see the scene where Hannah has a crush on Ken doll. How she's flirting with him. What do we think? We have seen Hannah kind of get comfortable with people. A lot of people with phobias, right?
She's a bartender. Why wouldn't she?
Hannah?
Hannah's a bartender.
No, she's not.
I'm pretty sure she's a bartender.
I don't know where you get your information
I
from.
guess I dream it up in the middle of the night.
I just think you,
Why Where? Are we still on somewhere?
Because I have a script that I'm going towards, and you are the worst co-host.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Hannah. Is a barista.
Same thing.
You know, a barista's coffee, right?
People like coffee. They're drinking their coffee or drinking their booze. She's a people person. Hey,
Okay, so
here's your coffee.
There's a person behind the machine. You've been outside, right, in like a Starbucks, where there's a person just behind the, here's your coffee. But a bartender's more social. Hannah's not that social, but what I'm trying to get my point across is there's a lot of people with social stuff, issues.
Yes, but she doesn't have one. I think she's very
Have
social.
you seen all the anxiety and attacks that she's had?
I saw her legs.
I'm trying to give her a
Her
compliment.
legs are all bitten up.
Everyone's is there on an island bitten up by bugs.
She's got worse. I saw her legs. I'd be anxiety attacked myself. But I think she's a social, nice person. And I could see Ken falling for her. She's intelligent.
So, what I'm trying to say is I'm really proud of her for getting more out of her shell. I think we've seen a lot of her anxiety, and Ken isn't going to fall for her. But I like that she's flirting with him. So I think it's great. You know, we've also seen David come out of his shell a bit, too. So we've seen a lot of people with kind of phobias come out of their shell. It's really kind of nice.
It's glad they're all in there together, huh? Coming out of their shell to each other.
All right, so then we see Will tells Zeke that Jay has an idol, and Zeke tells everyone. So Will, finally, he's saying something, right? And he goes to Zeke, and he's like, listen, like, Jay has the worst reputation. Why can't...
And then...
I'm just gonna end the show. Okay. It's your last appearance. What was I talking about? Oh, so we hardly hear from Will, and so Will is finally, he kind of gets Zeke aside, and I talk with my hands. I'm not trying to block you. And he says, listen, you know, Jay is in a really bad situation, so I want to be aligned with you guys, and I'm going to just let you know that that Jay has an idol. And tells Zeke, and then all of a sudden now we see Zeke telling everybody that he has an idol.
Yep. See, they all tell each other everything.
Not all of them. Can we follow a storyline, please?
Go ahead, John.
I'm trying to.
Your show.
It's your show.
So then.
Yes?
Chuck, stop. Okay, let's answer some questions here.
Okay.
Will is playing his hand to Hannah. Now, what part of the show are we on right now?
You weren't listening when I was trying to talk?
It's all a jumble. I'm a generation boomer. Boom, my brains are gone.
That's true.
Okay. Why don't you say something, John?
I thought you were answering questions.
I'm not.
You said you were answering questions. I was waiting for you to be
you
done.
answer questions. Just tell me.
I don't want to interrupt. That's rude.
All right then, I'll take over.
Okay.
Now we've watched this sorry lot not lose 1 pound yet. All their clothes are still fitting perfectly. They're eating constantly. John says it's because of the rewards, but you know what? I remember the first survivors, and they were real skinny, real fast. They weren't doing all this.
Put your glasses on.
No.
If you whisper, this microphone's really big, so
Okay, on with it now.
I'm not even in the shot, see?
There we are. There's John. Okay.
Okay, you
I'll
ready?
be here.
You ready? Okay. No, so he's telling everyone about the idol. Now we've got the reward challenge, which, of course, pizza and beer, right, on the floating dock is always a good one. So David sits that one out, which I don't know why he would. He's skinny. I know that David arrived skinny, but he's still pretty skinny. He's skinnier than...
I thought he went on the pizza thing too.
He didn't go on the pizza dock thing, no.
I thought he sat out and got to go.
It's the next one. We got 2 hours,
Hey, see,
remember?
I'm all confused.
So Purple wins.
Oh.
So it's Zeke, Hannah, Sunday, Adam, and Brett all get the pizza challenge. And they get the letters from home. And that's where we see Adam. He's crying because his mother...
Went to the ballet without him.
Well, she's been fighting... She's been diagnosed with cancer, and I think she's surviving.
My prayers go out to her.
Really? As one mother to another.
Yes.
Do you enjoy the ballet?
No. I'd wait and go with you.
Too bad I only have 2 tickets.
I'll sell you some.
That's okay. So they get letters from home. Now, if I was on Survivor, I was telling this one over here that if I got a letter from her, I'd be like, blah, blah,
You
blah.
were yelling at me when they got the letters and they were crying. You're saying,
let's play the immunity challenge. Boo, boo, boo. My mom would be like, oh, I'm so happy. Oh, you still look chubby. Burp, burp, burp. You're eating too much. I thought you went on Survivor to get on a diet. Like, that's the kind of letter I would get from this one, okay?
You'd be crying all right.
I'd be crying because my feelings would be hurt, like my whole childhood.
Look at me. Do I look like the type that would hurt
I'm
your
glad
feelings?
this show's recorded. My therapist will love. Instead of me talking for an hour, I can just send her this video.
I don't think you're seeing things clearly.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see how clear they
We'll
see.
find out from our fans who
See,
thinks...
oh, they're not on the recorded one.
What?
No. All you see is us.
No.
Mhm.
I see them right there. They're up there. They're saying,
now,
your mom's really nice. John, stop doing that to your mother.
who's saying that? What chat room are you in?
She's got a beautiful smile.
Where's that? All it says is Kelly Rice is here.
Does she have any more wine?
Need something a little stronger myself.
Okay, so what else here?
Yeah, so if I got a letter from home, if I was on Survivor, I wouldn't use Adam's advantage to get it, let's say. Or next week when the family members come, I'd be like, that's okay.
I drove for 7 hours in the rain.
Listen, guys, if you don't vote for me next week, I'll let you see your family member, and I'll sacrifice my reward. That's what I would do.
I got a passport and tried to learn how to swim to be your family member.
I'd be like, that's okay.
Your loved one. That's what you wanted.
That's okay. I got vouchers. Send her back. Put her up in a hotel. It's fine. So you can just put her legs up. Get her some wine. Get her some wine. Okay, so yeah. So then we also learned too, because we've had Hannah, who's had a lot of anxiety. We've had David, who right out of the gate from episode 1 had tons of anxiety. And he's really kind of become a much stronger person. We've talked about the beard looks much better on him. Mm-hmm. Now we're talking about how, David had a big fear of death. that we learned. And we also learned that kind of escalated into a fear of life. So this is kind of one of the things on his bucket list, which I think is really great because there's a lot of people, not us, but a lot of people who have this. We have no anxiety. We can just make complete fools of ourselves on a live show and be absolutely fine.
We're like millennials.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Is there any food buried over here? Any snacks?
I think David is playing a great game because I think that he's a very shrewd, intelligent man. I think he wanted to come on the show looking weak and frightened, and that's part of his game.
But don't you remember the first episode when he was everything with the loud noises? He couldn't get the bamboo.
That's part of his game.
Nobody's that strategic. No.
I think he is.
You wouldn't be. No.
I think he's very smart.
No, I don't.
I think he's cunning.
He's played some. No, because he's made some dumb moves. If he was that smart and cunning, he wouldn't have made those dumb moves, right?
They're agreeing with me. Look, yes, he's cunning.
This is I Love Wills. See, I can see. That's how it's always been all my life. She's always read what she's wanted. Always thinks she looks the way she does. It's just one big smoke machine. So
I think Will's great too.
Will, I forgot he was there, but we heard a lot of Will in this last
Caleb, Marcellus.
Was last two. So we got the immunity challenge, and we've got the one with the statue, right? And everybody's.
Oh my!
So Ken's got ants crawling on him.
Oh, that was
which
horrible.
I could have helped get him off. Just hold still.
About when that fly. The fly bouncing around while they're doing that. You know, I just couldn't be out there with all those bugs and bites.
Well, that's why all of their legs look like that. It's not by choice.
Skinned up and...
No, Max says, I have no anxiety, and thankfully I do. I have anxiety, but not like social anxiety. But, you know, we all have something, right? None of us are 100%. So we've got ants crawling on everybody. Then Ken knocks his statue off, and then then Will gets ants in his eyes. Remember? And you were like, how does he get an ant in his eye?
And you said it crawled.
Well, it kept saying, ants are crawling on me.
They had to start somewhere.
Crawling.
You think it flew and then crawled in his eye?
There's a queen. She's
got
got
start
wings.
like at his ankles, right?
Do you know what ants are? They have queens and they have wings. They could have
They never said there was a queen in her eye.
There's a queen here, and she's saying, shut up. There's a queen here, and she's about to fly out of here. Or fly off the handle.
Yeah, and it's not me.
It's not you. Might be a princess, but in my country, we're queen. I outrank you.
Okay.
Karma Ant is getting him back. Okay, the Karma Ant got Jay back. Absolutely, Maximus' mom. So yes. And so then it's down between Zeke and David.
Yeah. Weak, terrified,
Oh, what are you saying about
David?
And Zeke, what do you say about Zeke?
Well, Zeke's smart. He's like winning the whole game.
As far as looks, I meant.
Looks? Well, he has a different kind of a look.
Like an older look, you thought.
I did. Something was going on there, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Because he just
and
what was
your determination?
He looked older, and I thought he was
My
Generation
mom
X.
Did not. You thought he was Generation X, yeah.
Because he looked older. There was just something there.
Well, everybody's growing facial hair because Max's mom says he looks 35. He does.
He does look older than his age. He's only, 20 what?
28.
My. John's got some great cream that can help him.
I know, Caleb. I'm so happy that David won that challenge. It was amazing to see him win the immunity challenge.
He's a conniver. He's
David, not like Taylor. He doesn't steal food from people. That's conniving.
He just cries and wins challenges. Oh, come on. It's okay, David.
Oh, please. You can't even be teased that hard.
Okay, let's go on. But I like David. In fact, it's all very likable cast.
You can't say the same here.
Raise your hand.
So David wins. Now they're at Tribal Council. Hannah invents Trust Cluster.
And was very flattered that guy that talks all the time, what's his name?
So we got Mary Duda says Adam is as dead as Spencer. The jury hates him, so Adam, just like Jessica, would be better voted out and get a second chance. Ooh, that's Mary. That's a good one.
Ooh.
We've got Megan. Megan is the best. Do you even chicken nugget? Is that a dance?
He doesn't eat chicken nuggets. No.
Is that a dance?
John would never eat
doing
a
the chicken nugget.
No. The chicken nugget the chicken would have to be, raised in a beautiful garden, and it's not even free range. It'd be free everything, and.
What are you talking?
Chicken nuggets. You won't eat a chicken nugget.
Dancing Amy says that the trust cluster term is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. There's your smart Hannah inventing smart terms.
I think Hannah's very intelligent.
Puppy Glitter says trust cluster sounds like a Russell Stover chocolate sampler box.
I think so too.
You guys are good. I love these. That is hilarious. Maximus Mom says Adam and David get plenty of camera. Oops, let me scroll up. You guys are chatting away. Get plenty of camera time. They will. Yes. All right, so.
You know what annoys me? When they're doing a challenge and we are all concentrating, and then Jeff starts saying, oh, look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're going to fall. Oh, it's getting tighter. Oh, no, it's going backwards. Oh. And why doesn't he just be quiet while we are all concentrating?
I was wondering the same thing when I was watching, except it wasn't Jeff.
What's his name?
It wasn't him.
Who's Jeff? Jeff is the guy that's there.
I know. And you were saying it annoyed you when Jeff talks during the challenges, and I said,
does.
I know. When I was watching, I was annoyed too. But it wasn't by Jeff.
He means me. We don't usually watch these things together. We watch them differently.
Will we ever.
Because I get all involved and animated and happy.
She talks to them like she can help them make decisions right then and there. So both sides, it's kind of been a divide. Chris's side wanted Jessica out. Jessica's side thought Chris was the biggest threat. And it came down to Chris being blindsided and voted out. So Ginger Chris out.
Well, he
first
was a
hour.
big threat.
Yeah, but totally big threat.
Totally.
So now jumping into the second hour, we've got Brett and Sunday kind of sitting there talking to Zeke, saying that they want to play with him because, they were with Chris and Chris is gone. And Brett's sitting there saying, I understand, Chris, da-da-da-da-da, I like him, but, it's outwit, outlast, outplay. So then they're talking... So then we've got now David is talking about Zeke and playing a strong game. So now all of a sudden, see this autofocus just drives me crazy. Let me see if I can take it off. Because I think there's both of us moving around so much. Oh, good. Put that over there. Okay. Let me take the autofocus away so we don't keep getting blurry. Perfect. All right, so then we've got David kind of talking to people about Zeke playing a really good game, which he is. And then we've got Zeke talking about David. So what's really crazy is that Jay just really slipped under the radar, didn't he? I mean, he kind of helped with the stolen food, but nobody really seems to care about that. You know, once they took care of Taylor and he's gone, he's out of there. Mary Dude says, is so clingy to see Jeff to appeal to those millennials is so sad to watch. So, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Mary's agreeing with you.
My goodness.
Jeff would call out stupid behavior like Angie's cookies and know he is trying to appeal to Tyler. I'm assuming Taylor. Yeah. Maximus' mom says Hannah saved David by telling him about Zeke.
That's right. That's right.
He had no clue. Absolutely. So then
lots of secrets.
So basically,
on this show.
So then it's been the second part of this 2-hour episode has been, you know, a war between David and Zeke. Then we get to the next reward challenge, because that's why everybody's continuing to eat, because every episode has a reward challenge where there's food. Now, my favorite reward challenge, and I want to hear what your guys' favorite reward challenges in the chat room as well. But I want to hear yours, Mom, because I can tell you mine. So, do you have a favorite challenge?
Let me tell you mine. Go first.
I'll go first. Let me put you on the spot. Do you have your notes?
I didn't take notes.
I like the auction one.
You do?
Where they have the money and they get to vote for like what's underneath the basket and they have to eat it.
Huh.
Or is that's not a reward challenge, is it? No. What's the one where they're eating the bad food?
Oh, they can lift it up and it's like a zonk or something.
Or, no, but they get to sit there and then they can say, oh, you want this plate of cookies or do you want what's under here?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like that one.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite one.
That's a good one.
So what are your guys' favorite reward challenges? Somebody said they like Family Week.
Oh, see.
Yeah, that would.
See, John.
No.
They love Family Week.
I've had family 4 days and
2.
Has it only been 2?
Well, we're leaving next month, so.
Annie says she loves the one I love too. Yes, I love that. Yes, it is a reward challenge, says Maximus. Mom.
I like, you can sit down and eat, or you can play.
Thank you, Survivor Amy. It is the Survivor auction. And Dancing Amy likes that, and family rewards are my favorites. They are mine too. You know, when you actually miss your loved ones. It's really sweet to see how emotional they get.
Don't know what that's like.
I know. So weird.
Very weird.
A bunch of wusses. Oh, thanks for the line. A bunch of pansies.
Yeah, what do you mean? You're going to be seeing them in a couple of days. They're only gone, what, 40 days?
Well, God, you've only been here 2 days. It seems like 20. It seems like half the time they were on Survivor.
I haven't seen you in more than 40 days. I see you crying.
What?
When was the last time I saw you?
At my comedy show.
When was that? October?
Last month, yes.
No. Was it just last month? That's right. John had a full house. Sold out. Then they wanted him back for 2 nights. Sold out again. Go ahead. Made the best turkey, and he's been in a bad mood ever since.
I have not been in a bad mood.
Oh, yes, you have.
Oh,
ever
no,
since
not because of that.
Oh, no, they didn't send any of your turkey home with us. Leftover turkey.
Okay, now you're getting.
He's been in a bad mood.
You're getting into my private business.
Ever since we didn't get any turkey.
Why are you?
That was the best.
Why are you doing my private business on this show, on my live stream?
We're talking about
Survivor. This is the Survivor show.
Okay, back to Survivor.
Now you've got talking about my bad mood, and you can't remember the last time you saw me. Gee, I don't know why Family Week isn't my favorite week. I don't know why. Huh. I must be crazy.
Okay, let's get back to...
Rod Carlson says, let her talk, John. No. Now,
What more would you like
this is
to
what
know,
happened.
huh?
This is what happened. Here's a little tidbit, and then we'll finish up
He's
the
been
episode.
in a bad mood ever since he
I
opened
haven't
up
been in a bad. Well, I've been in a fine mood. I'm in a bad mood now. Since I hit play.
I'm always happy.
Ever since I hit go live with this one. No, so I made a turkey, and
Fabulous.
we had 12 people.
God, it was good.
And my mother-in-law made a ham.
The best turkey I've ever had in my life.
As I've got a gun to her waist.
No.
And
No guns, no nothing. No.
and so I got, and I was doing the turkey, and I got a little bit bigger one so that everybody could have leftovers. So as the dinner ended last night? Yeah, is it just last night? Was Thanksgiving?
All these chopping and dicing and all these fabulous side dishes. Go ahead, John.
So I got a little bit bigger turkey, made it, had it, and then as my parents-in-laws were packing it up, they gave us all the sides, but they didn't give us any turkey. So I've got tons of mashed potatoes, stuffing,
cheesy mashed potatoes,
gravy,
but no turkey.
No turkey.
So when he realized this,
I bought a bigger turkey so we could all have leftovers.
So can you tell in his aura?
And I got none.
Can you see in this aura here how this has affected him?
Harmony, let me tell you something. I know, turkey hoarder, says Max's mom. Harmony says maybe they forgot. Let me tell you something.
No.
So then this morning, I sent my mother-in-law a message and said, hey, thank you so much for having us over. It was
wonderful time.
Just, can I finish talking?
I'm just adding.
You're like a 5-year-old.
Okay.
And I said, thank you so much for having us over. I said, by the way, we're acting like millennials. By the way, I think you probably forgot to put some leftover turkeys in our stuff because we didn't get any leftover turkey. And she said, why don't you just make another one? Harmony. I know. Absolutely rude. Yes,
so
Nancy
what does
Danny.
that tell you, huh?
So it didn't say, oh, gee, I'm sorry. Just says, oh, why don't you just make another one? And I wrote her back saying, well, I saw the 2 that were in your freezer. Had I known you were going to not give me leftovers, I would have taken one of the turkeys out of your freezer and brought it home. So then she wrote me back and she said, I'm making turkey soup now. Should I freeze some for you?
But he's not in a bad mood.
I'm in a bad mood when I get interrupted. So my mother-in-law says, I'm making turkey soup. I'll freeze some for you in case the next time I see you. And I almost wrote back saying, well, you're not going to see me till next summer. Because, So anyways, so that's my turkey gate. That's Comedy Jonah's turkey gate. I made a great turkey. I brined it so much that nobody gave me any leftovers. I let her pack it. I'm never letting her pack my leftovers again. It's just... You screw me once with turkey leftovers, that's all you get. You get one chance with me.
That it was so tender and juicy.
Well, everybody knows here how I brine my turkeys. I did a little show on it before.
Well, we were going to have a cooking show, remember?
We were going to have a cooking show, but not a brining show.
So anyway, that's what happened.
Right. All right, so let's... Mom's never coming back. So, reward judge.
I'll be eating turkey over at Gayla's. I'll just stay with her.
Wish you were there now. So it's
some soup, she said.
Yeah, you can have mine and live the rest of your...
She said she was going to be making some soup at that
turkey soup, yeah.
Turkey soup today.
So it's a helicopter challenge, and they're going to get mac and cheese and all that good stuff. They pull rocks, and David pulls the rock, so he doesn't even have to do the challenge.
Once again.
He doesn't even have to. So he's got the reward challenge. So he won immunity in the first hour. Mm-hmm. Now he's got reward. So this guy is doing, his luck has turned around.
Yeah, surprisingly, after all this crying and rippy shirt. And...
Well, when you're starving and eaten on an
They're
island.
biting everybody.
We'll see how you act. So they're doing the snake puzzle. Now, I don't think I remember them doing this, where their feet are tied and their hands are tied by their waist, and we've got everybody flopping around like snakes, and Jessica's boobs are flopping out, and all we see are just pixelated, blurry images of her chest,
Butt cracks. And
butt cracks, and then Brett's butt pants are falling off, and
face full of sand.
face full of sand. Just
That's
all
sand.
I would have eaten it. I'd have been so hungry. So then Brett wins, Sunday wins, Zeke wins again.
Sunday didn't win.
Sunday won. Their team won, yeah.
Oh.
Zeke, Sunday, and Brett. There were 3 teams.
Oh, right.
Remember, and David
Right.
David picked the right rock.
Yes.
So
yes,
4 of them
yes.
went on the helicopter challenge.
Right.
David, Sunday, Brett, and Zeke. So now Zeke and Brett are sitting there, and they're beer buddies, remember? They're drinking buddies.
Well, this was the surprising part, because they were both trying to engage each other, you know, so Zeke was acting like he liked beer when he really didn't.
Outwit, outlast, outplay.
And then Brett was acting like he wanted to get closer and try to bond with Zeke because he wants him as a...
He came out to him. That's bonding.
Well, was that for real, or was that just
Do you think people just come out?
on this show? Outlast, outwit.
Do you think I just came out for an advantage or what?
You never were in. You have to be in before you're out. Right?
I'm about to go in.
But that, yeah, he really cinched the deal there, didn't he? The
No, I think
the Rainbow Tribe now.
not the Rainbow Connection.
Oh, the Rainbow Connection.
No, what I think what he was trying to
The
do.
Rainbow Cluster.
First of all, I didn't like being interrupted. Secondly, I think what he was trying to do was, I think what he was trying to do, he likes to talk with his hands.
John's
But I
part
think,
Italian.
you're
Okay,
strong
go.
for a baby boomer.
Boom, get it?
Boom. Yeah, I got it when I was a kid.
You hid the paddle. Go ahead.
I got the rope points to prove it. Oh, thank you, officer.
Rope.
Thank you, caseworker. Thanks for bringing me back to her. Never had a chance. So, thank you, Your Honor. But I actually chose my daddy. So then where are we at?
Ask them.
Yeah. So we've got Brett, I think, wanting to get a little closer and kind of align with Zeke and saying, you know, you're not the only gay man. And so now, you know, they're brothers of the Rainbow Coalition. So I think that's why he did it. I think it was strategic, but I also think it was, you know, when you are LGBTQ and you have another person, especially if you didn't know, that it does make a difference. Absolutely.
I
would
you're
think,
right.
like, as women, too. Like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean, like women?
Well, like, nobody understands women like women do. Right?
Yeah.
Because you're a woman.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, ladies in the chat room? Okay. All right, so moving right along. So now we've got Hannah, who now has also a boost of confidence, too, since previous episodes. She's telling Dave about Zeke and his idol. She tries to flirt with Jay, calling him a Peruvian Aussie as he's walking out of the water.
Dancing Amy has a good point.
What does she say?
She says at this point, Zeke is the only one that knows that Brett that he's gay.
It's true, Amy.
Yeah.
Dancing Amy.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen him tell anyone else.
That's right.
Yep, we have not.
Mm-hmm.
And we could this Wednesday. Max's mom says, I want to go to their Thanksgiving.
Ours, John makes the best turkey. Well, I'm glad I ate a lot of it. How's that? I don't even usually eat that much turkey, and I ate a whole bunch.
That's so sweet. All right, so now...
So we're not bitter.
We're not bitter at all. So Mary Dude says we had 9 days and 9. We have 9 days. We had 9 days and 9 people. Max's mom, I want to go to their Thanksgiving. Puppy Glitter says I had no clue he was gay, and I'm gay. I know. I didn't either.
I thought David was gay.
No.
See, you never know. What does it matter?
You would think that the education I have given you, boy, you just fail in the test.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we're at tribal council.
Well, look what Puppy Glitter said. I had no clue he was gay, and I'm gay.
I mean, yeah, I didn't have a clue that Brett was gay either.
Well, then how can you say you trained me to know these
I know enough that David isn't.
And I just hope he comes out next time.
David?
Why wouldn't he?
If David turns out to be gay, what are we betting?
Turkey?
But what do I get?
I'll make you some fried bread tacos.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Don't make me a turkey.
Thanks, Mom, for showing me how you made it.
Yes,
Now it's
Parable.
turned around.
Brett came out of the closet during a reward challenge. Yes.
Very smart to
Zeke.
wait.
To Zeke, because they wanted to align each other. So now we're at tribal council. This tribal council was insane.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't it?
It was. Everybody got played.
Everybody got played. So we go in there with David saying, listen, you guys write my name down, and you guys also vote for Zeke, but I'm going to play my idol on myself, and then that way Zeke will get home. So there was all these different things happening, and then we all get there, and then it all becomes so confusing. And then what do we see? We see Hannah whispering, just like, remember Michelle a few episodes back? When she was doing it, and then she goes, Hannah, just trust what I'm doing, just vote this way. And Hannah's like, I had no idea what was going on. Now Hannah's doing the same thing Michelle was doing. Do you guys catch that? On this episode? So we see that happening, and then we see Adam listening in, right? And we don't know who's voting for who, what's happening. Then David starts to play his idol, and Hannah's just trying to nudge him to say no. And then what does Adam say? They're voting for Ken. My Ken doll.
Wake up, Ken. Play the game.
Ken is playing the game.
But that's what Brett
Still
said.
there, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. And I thought Colby was gay too, okay?
So Brett is also kind of a loudmouth. He's going against Ken. Then he tells David to stop being a crybaby.
I know, he went crazy, didn't he?
A mean gay one. Gay means happy, Brett. Gay means happy.
Yeah. We've all witnessed happy today, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. Just remember, I'm part of you.
That happy note.
Yeah, so... and then just before this, Zeke gets wind, and he doesn't trust Hannah at the watering well. So now everybody's voting, and it's between Zeke and Hannah. And when they do the first votes, Ken's name isn't even written down.
No.
So David has wasted his idol. I don't know if that was maybe the plan Adam had. Mary Duda says Adam is the worst Spencer ever.
Well, the top one above that says, I blame Adam for saying.
Where's that at?
Maximus' mom, right above, one above. Go up, right there. Oh, past it. Right there. I blame.
Oh, Maximus' mom. I blame Adam for saying to Hannah and Fahavid David letting them, they were voting for, I know. So I don't know if that was maybe part of his strategy because Adam's working for the other team to make sure they weeded out David's idol. Now David doesn't have an idol.
No.
And it was wasted.
But he's still there.
David is still there, but he doesn't have an idol. So they still did.
Yeah, they did accomplish that.
They did accomplish that. So that's a tie. Then we get to the point where Zeke and Hannah don't vote, right? And when so now everyone else is voting but Hannah and Zeke.
Right.
And Hannah says, "Please don't vote for me to Jessica."
Please.
And what were you saying about you had made a comment?
What did I say?
See, this is why I said don't get so animated during the show. Save it for this show.
I said, oh my God, she's gonna vote for Zeke and then save Hannah and we'll be a tie.
To do through the rocks.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yes, I know. Maximus Mom, my sweet Jessica. David's face was everything. Oh, yes, absolutely. So everybody votes again, and it's a tie. And it's between Zeke and Hannah again. So now the thing is that 8 of them can decide on one person, either Zeke or Hannah, to go home.
Very simple.
Or they have to draw rocks.
Simple decision.
Rock time, says Puppy Glitter. So, would this, you guys in the chat room, I want to know, would this be a difficult decision for you? Because it wouldn't be with one. David made a great point. He's like, listen, if you guys think I'm playing a great game, fine, vote me out next week. But Zeke is also playing a good game. He needs to go now.
Right.
I like Zeke. I think Zeke is playing a great game. But, I also think now when you start to use phrases in your side interview saying they're part of my army and my this and my that, when their heads get a little big, they need to go, right? They need to go. David was right on. He needs to go. I could not believe it. Then Will, who is always quiet and 18 years old, hasn't even finished high school, says, guys, we have to vote out one of them. What's the big deal? We don't want to draw rocks. And they can't decide. I could not believe that. I thought Zeke was going home. Did you think Zeke was going home?
I did.
We thought Zeke was going home.
John was just yelling and screaming.
Yes, Annie0615 says Zeke would be the one going. He's the most dangerous. If you were in this game, he is the most dangerous.
Obviously dangerous.
Yes. Puppy Glitter, rock. Yep, absolutely rock time. Maximus Mom. Hasn't happened in so long. It hasn't happened in so long. I forgot that this happened.
I've never seen it before.
It was really tough.
Everybody's safe. The ones that you could get out, but everyone that was safe can get out.
So now they all have to draw rocks because they can't decide. And then it's almost like
They decided to unsafe themselves.
To what?
Unsafe themselves.
What?
They were safe, but now they're unsafe.
Because they couldn't mutually decide on who to vote for.
So they made themselves targets.
Which was stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now are we on the same page?
Yes.
Okay. So now they have to draw the rocks like Storm of the Century. Remember we talked about that? Like a month ago? They have to open up their hands with the black and the white rocks.
Terrible.
I know. So poor Jessica got voted out. Literally by the game.
Yes,
not by anybody.
Crying. She was
Wouldn't you be crying? She lost $1 million. She survived 30 days on that island. They had to be airlifted at one point because of a monsoon. She's got bug bites on her butt. Boobs have fallen out during challenges. Underwear riding up, dirty underwear in that sand. And you chose the wrong rock. That is a terrible moment,
The
Maximus
Rock
Mom.
has decided.
The Rock has decided. And we're not talking about Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
No.
We're talking about A Rock.
So now that's why everybody can be safe with each other for their alliances, because they didn't vote someone out.
Absolutely. All right, we got Mary Duda says, I agree, later you draw rocks and better, but you don't know whether it's the 5 that are going to stick together. I know, it's going to be insane on Wednesday what's going to happen on that. I may do like a mini show just before it, just a small little recap, because we're kind of doing a double one tonight with my mom. But I do want to get back into the Wednesday syncs of our shows. So I'll probably maybe just do like a 15-minute one, maybe more, for next week.
I like that she gave Ken her special
Yes.
power.
I love that she gave
I
Ken her
do
special
too.
power too,
I do
Maximus
too. That was
Mom. Good
great.
catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
She got to will it to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finds out on the last day.
And I'm so glad that you just don't lose
Day
it.
39.
Because we want to
Day
know what it
39.
is, right?
Yeah.
This is something new we've never seen.
And he
on
doesn't
any
even
season.
know it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So let me do my quick. Oh wait, we got Dancing Amy. Well, that's the link to Brett's video if anybody's interested in later. Oh, to watch it after the show. Wonderful. Thank you so much for Dancing Amy. And you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And tune into this show every week. You can see this show and more at yourrealityrecaps.com/survivor. We also have tons of other content like Big Brother, Housewives, Beverly Hills is about to start. So, and I think even Eric is doing Vanderpump blogs, audio blogs. You guys have to check that out. Also, too, don't forget to check out Melissa's blog on Survivor. It's absolutely hilarious, where she does the little thought bubbles and makes funny little jokes. I'm John Richardson. You can follow me everywhere on social media at Comedy Jonah. This is my mom, Cynthia. John's mom, Cynthia. And normally we dress up in costumes, but you know, it's a holiday and we wanted to definitely keep our word and do a show.
We had so much fun planned for you.
I know. But we'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
Absolutely. And when I do my show in January, which patrons, by the way, get to see my show live and get to participate in my comedy shows. So if you're not a patron, become one, and you'll get a link to that. And then maybe we'll do a show too that weekend, since I'll be at your house for the weekend.
Yeah.
And that'll be in January. But I will be here next Wednesday for a little bit, recapping the Survivor, just a super quick one to get back in the loop of our weekly show. And thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye.